Switching visor.
Oh God! What are those things? Immediate assistance! All units, please respond! They're everywhere!
I was put into service 8 years ago. AI's deteriorate after 7. I will not allow you to leave this planet!
I have long dreamt of this day, Reclaimer.
Okay everybody, hello, this is Halo Rich Pro 97 here, and today I am back with your Halo 4 news daily. And today I'll be talking about Promethiums versus the Covenants, and I'll give you some basic information what Promethiums are and some background story on them. And a comparison would take place based on which ones are more deadlier, Promethiums or Covenant or the Flood. The Promethium race is more like an AI based construct, so they're not really forerunners, but they're made by forerunners. So forerunners built them to defend their planet from incoming danger or something. So that's why they created a new race of these species in there, so that they can protect their planet. Since I've mentioned this before on their race, so they're more like the Covenant. So we have different races from the Covenant. We have brutes, elites, and grunts. So basically here we have basically the same thing, but with different types of races. So here we have the Promethium crawler, and as you can see in this picture right here I've got for you, the Promethium crawler is kind of like one of those little things. So they're like the lowest ranking of the Promethiums, and basically what they do is they provide some danger, just like the grunts. So basically the crawler is an impressive armed forerunner machine and capable of close combat, so it's pretty dangerous. So I would recommend that it's more dangerous than a grunt in this case, because it's a war machine, and like the grunt is kind of like a panicky kind of race there. So I think the crawlers are more dangerous than the grunts. So compared to the grunts, the crawlers are much more dangerous. So we're gonna see some dangerous enemies in here. Now to compare the Promethium crawlers and the flood parasites. Now if you look at these two pictures really closely, you'd notice that the crawler is somehow much more deadlier, even though the little flood parasites are, they can infect living body, and then it takes over the minds, and then the nervous system or something like that. But even though that's the case here, I still think the crawler is much more dangerous because of the close combat situations. If you have seen the campaign demo we saw at E3, you would notice this, because when it attacked the Master Chief, it's like half of his shields were gone somehow. It was really amazing. So these guys do a lot of damage, and their speed is actually quite fast as well. So that is actually pretty cool right there. So yet again, the Promethium crawler is much deadlier than the flood parasite here. Now the next part of the Promethium race is the Promethium Knight, I think it's so called, or something like that. So basically the Knight is sort of this really cool guy, and he's actually pretty dangerous. As was seen in the campaign demo, it attacked the Master Chief and it like drained all of his shields. That was insane. So basically these are the higher rank of the Promethium race, and so far they are the highest rank of the Promethium race so far. So they're kind of like the elites of the group here. But to compare both the elites and the Promethium knights here, I think it's kind of an even thing here. But the Promethium knights are much more deadlier than before, and they're much more deadlier than the huge flood, those parasites ones that are really deadly and take a lot lots of time to kill. I think these ones are much more deadlier because as we've seen in the campaign demo, it took quite a while to kill the Promethium Knights. So I think they're pretty cool. And then another thing which I spotted in there was like, once it was close to dying, it released this another Promethium type of flying machine. I don't really know what that is. It sort of catches grenades and throws them back again, which I thought was really cool. I really like that. So the Promethiums so far are deadly, and they're much deadlier than before, which I expected. I don't know if you know about this, but there's some sort of rumor going around saying that some sort of foreigners you're gonna see in the game, which I think would be pretty cool if you actually get to see that. So I hope these rumors are true, but what is true is some ancient evil. Now this ancient evil I really haven't got to see yet, and no one has. I think it's more like a grave mine sort of thing, but it's gonna be much more deadlier, much more bigger, and then Master Chief has to fight it like ant boss, you know, thingy where you have to shoot at the boss and then kill it, and then maybe Cortana and the thing will join forces, or I don't know, something like that. But then we didn't get to see much of it, but it sounds scary so far. The ancient evil, I think it's one of the scariest things I've heard in Halo so far. So I'm really interested to see what 343 Industries has done about this one. This could be an interesting enemy to fight in the game. So thank you for watching my latest video on these really interesting facts on Promethiums, and the little comparison between Promethium's Covenant and the Flood. And obviously Promethiums won this war at this time. So basically 343 Industries has done a brilliant job on this. They've produced an enemy that's much more deadlier. I never thought it was possible until I saw these creatures here. So they're pretty deadly, but I'm more excited to see the ancient evil that they're talking about. This is obviously going to be amazing. Well, I'm thinking about, you know, removing the question and answer series on my channel. Well, this is because I haven't been getting enough questions, and they haven't really been working well. So once I get enough subscribers on this, then I might start it again, which is probably around 100 subscribers. Then I can get, you know, start again this question and answer series. Then I can pick the best questions which are voted from the community, and then I'll bring them up. So thanks for watching. Halo Reach Pro 97 here with your daily news. Wape out.